there.
Ripping in the corner. What does alone mean?
Should be good.
I don't know. Kneeling alone.
Kneeling alone secrets. I'm confused myself. Those are not my notes.
I didn't put it on whatever, bro.
It's posted?
I brought 0 topics.
Alright.
So,
It's for myself. That's
Yeah. I brought something
Why?
for you. Share gets the
on whatever bro podcast
conversation flowing.
page.
Yeah.
And share it on.
See here.
Yeah, share it. And if you want to share it and throw it forward or whatever.
I can share it to the. I can share it to. No, I can't.
Curb. I would scoot in a few inches.
Forward. Coming in.
Whoa!
I gotta straddle this now.
You could even be slightly in front of the bar if you want.
We're ready to rock. No, right here is good. We're ready to rock.
No,
Yeah,
stay.
you're good.
Keep your distance.
We're gonna be no, because I don't want to get too ridiculous. Put these
Now, we're
Keeping
on
the bags down
podcast.
here.
You want me to post a whatever podcast page, right?
yeah.
We are ready. I mean,
I like the height.
Yeah, let's start
situation
right
now.
where
Yeah,
they're
let's
no
do
longer
it.
towering over you.
Yeah. I did a project one time in 6th grade, and we filmed it, and I was hunched over the whole time. I watched it, and I said, "Never again will I hunch like that on camera."
And
So
read.
this fucking
And read
day.
in front of a crew.
Never again will I read. I said that day, and never have.
And I haven't read a page of any book.
45, Jeff?
Haven't done it
45.
since.
Yeah. So the volume's good.
Alright.
Let's do it.
North Star.
That's pretty damn legit right here.
Posting.
He moved on.
You can sit here while it does that.
Yeah, sure.
Woo!
Dude, Joe, wanna take us in?
Yeah.
Can I hold the sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Go.
We'll be backwards.
Alright, it's a little ghetto.
Nope. New studio!
We're back, you
Oh,
guys.
live?
Hey, welcome to the Whatever
Yeah.
Bro podcast. This episode brought to you by North Star Concrete.
Huh?
Because it's Philip Pass.
This is his actual sign, too, and pretty official.
Yeah,
This
we
is
actually
crayon
had-
shaving.
No, we had a
Yeah, that's.
we actually had a professional make this.
It's
Yeah.
legit Crayola.
Professional
Straight,
artist.
straight out of CVS.
That's how it looks
I'll
on the
apply
side
it.
of the truck.
Right underneath.
This is a
Candy. Free candy.
This is
Get
a
in.
tattoo that Phil's gonna get soon on his
Yeah.
calf. So, shout out North Star Concrete.
Phil
Wow.
Paz.
Yeah.
We have a Whatever Bro podcast. How good is the sound quality?
How do we
right?
sound? Can we get some comments as to how
How's the
how
sound?
the audio is? It's obviously not as good as the last studio. We don't have mics. But please let us know how it is. If it sucks,
Is it
we'll try
annoying?
to
Yeah.
change it up.
Yeah. If it's annoying, too bad because we don't have microphones. So you're gonna have to deal with it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Big shout out to sound guy Jeff. He's not on camera.
Woo! We'd have our cameraman show you, but we have this camera mounted on some makeshift iPhone
It's a
holder
breakfast tray.
That's a
on a
breakfast
breakfast tray on a couch. So shit is pretty legit right now.
Yeah.
Bet it's a great angle.
It looks good though. Thank God.
So-
Where have we been?
We've been just doing things. We've been partying and
Summer.
staying active
Summer.
and beaching it and volleyballing and tennising and.
I tried to collect unemployment after I was fired from Whatever Bro podcast.
Because you were getting paid the big
I was
bucks.
getting paid
when you
good
were there.
money, yeah, and
It was a rough time after that.
the claim is still being processed.
Kirby was
Yeah.
in breadlines for
It
you.
was,
Hey Jeff. Can you
my
turn
kid
that
still
light
hasn't eaten.
What?
on?
Nice.
That'll
It
go.
makes a glare.
Okay.
Why? It's
Why?
dark.
Is it a little
Somebody's
dark?
saying it's too dark.
You could point
Yeah.
one of those
Yeah,
like
light
it
it.
has like a bendable thing if you want to crawl over there.
Lighting guy, sound
Sound
guy.
guy.
Could you crawl slowly?
Oh, that's funny watching this.
Bend and snap.
How's this, guys?
Prove anything? Ah!
Is that
See
better?
now it might blind us if we look.
I'm
directly
fine.
at it. Okay.
Don't look at the light. Is this better, Jeff?
That looks a little bit better.
All right.
Now,
These poor viewers.
now if I do this, is it?
Well, you gotta wait because it's about a 40
Ah,
second
sure,
delay.
sure. All right. Well, if it sucks, turn it off.
Yeah.
We're trying. Only one of the lights is working. There's only one light bulb in that fan, anyways.
Jeff, I love your
There is.
swishy pants. It looks like you.
Well, I
Dressed
dressed
up.
up. I dressed up. I figured I wasn't gonna be on camera,
You
so.
look like a gym
You're
teacher.
looking fab.
I know, dude. You definitely do. You look like
Well,
you want to teach these kids some crap soccer.
you gave me the shitty new tight on
I've been demoted from sound guy.
He's comment reader, bitch. Jeff.
Comment reader Jeff, welcome.
Dress for the job you want. Right?
Excellent, dude. So yes, we are no longer in the studio because we don't want to do it like every week, and like we kind of like this week. Do we feel like doing a podcast? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just we're like,
We're here.
let's- and I came over. Joe had this all himself. He set this whole thing up himself. I don't know where he got this thing, but it's fucking fire.
I found it. I bought it off a guy for $1,000. What do you think? A pretty good deal, right? It's
Looks
made,
good.
it's made of glass and metal.
It was a great deal for him.
He made out well,
Seems great.
seeing
man.
as he only paid $99 for it.
That's it. So yeah, we were thinking we don't like to schedule. We don't like to have something every week on the same day at the same time. So we casually podcast. We're casual podcasters.
Yeah.
You agree?
Okay.
Good
Until
title.
someone signs us.
Yeah,
then we'll do
exactly.
it every week.
Then we're their bitch.
Yeah.
And we'll do whatever they want.
As long as
We'll
we're
read
making
their
money.
comments.
Yeah. But here we are.
Can we talk about this and get out the fucking way?
Yeah.
Is kneeling at the national anthem is still an issue?
Let's talk about it.
Oh my god! I personally, even since day one, don't give a fuck.
I agree.
I
don't
think
either.
they're giving it far too much attention.
They're
Yes.
they're giving way too many fucks for this,
Yep. I could care less if someone kneels or stands or does push-ups or
doesn't come out the locker room.
Let me ask this, 'cause I don't even know. What does it mean to kneel during the national anthem? What is the
It's
purpose
supposed to
of it?
be awareness, I think, for
Violence against minorities.
yes.
So it's
It
a form
started-
of protest?
It's a form
Yeah,
of
it's a
protest.
form of protest.
Okay.
And that's why, like, and Colin Kaepernick was the first guy to do it last year, and it brought attention to that issue.
Yeah.
Which I get, but there's a lot of people get upset and they say you're shitting on the country, you're shitting on the flag if you
Yeah.
kneel.
Like you're just
Disrespecting?
You're disrespecting the troops by doing that,
Which is not
but
true.
I don't think standing up for the national anthem is specifically for troops.
It's
I
not.
think it's for you're loving your country, loving the troops.
Right.
Anything you want it to mean, I don't think it has to specifically mean for the troops because it's like everyone's saying, it's shitting on the troops. I don't think it's that. I
And
think
it's not.
they're just doing it for their own little cause.
Exactly.
And isn't kneeling more respectful? Because that's kind of more of a, it's more of a pain in the ass to like take a knee.
It does make
Yeah,
sense
right?
though.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like those standards.
Nicole says kneeling is for fallen soldiers.
Boom. So
Yeah, but-
there
yeah,
you go.
But these people who are
No.
kneeling aren't doing it for that.
Yeah, but Kaepernick started it. He didn't
For
start it for
police
fallen soldiers.
brutality, he started
Yes. Right.
Fallen soldiers.
No, Kaepernick.
That
Kaepernick
makes
didn't.
sense.
He didn't start kneeling. He just wouldn't do it. And then he met with like some soldier, some army ranger,
Who let
and
him know
then he
that-
said you should kneel instead.
Gotcha.
So this
it.
was
It
a,
still
okay.
shows your respect.
so this so
but
Uh,
kind of says, hey, I have issues with
yes.
with the flag and the country
For him, it's-
for what's going
For
on.
him, it started out with like Black Lives Matter, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of black people get shot by cops for
Exactly.
no reason, which is totally fucking
But for him to now switch
Yeah.
it to the troops, like to get the troops involved, I don't think he should have done that because he should have stuck to his original.
Wait, he's trying to get the troops involved. That's a fact.
No, I think it was miscommunication.
Yeah.
What I think he's saying is he's for his fallen troops, like his fallen fellow black men who've gotten shot and killed. He's taking a knee for them. I don't know.
But
Oh,
now everyone's doing it for their
Yeah.
own different reasons, and
Yeah.
everyone's just getting confused over why everyone's
No.
kneeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
I
is it-
don't know why this one's kneeling, but this one isn't.
How come
and-
that guy's laying on the bench
Yeah.
with his legs crossed? I honestly never gave a fuck, to be honest with you. I think if DJ Khaled remixes the song,
Yeah,
I think we'll all just come together.
make it a little more catchy.
You know what I'm
I can see
saying?
that. Yeah.
We the best music!
I mean, the national anthem's been around for a little while. It
Cool,
could
eh?
use some revamping at this
Yeah.
point.
So, I think none of us really give a fuck, right?
Dude,
My,
I'm so out of the
I would
loop.
say no.
yeah.
We don't care.
Do what you want during the national anthem. I don't care.
I've got like guys on Facebook saying I'm not really following it, but I've got guys saying like I'm not even gonna watch the NFL
Yeah, I've seen
anymore.
a lot of that.
And it's like
In the past few days,
Fuck
yes, you are.
you.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna
yes,
watch
you
it
are.
until maybe
Yeah.
Thursday.
You're not
And
going to
then
watch
you're
the
gonna watch
most popular American sport.
Yeah.
Because
I somehow doubt that.
yeah, and what's his argument is that because coaches
Is
in
the
the league
NFL gonna
allows
stop?
it, because
No.
they allow it. Then to do it.
apparently the NFL is allowing it, so these people are getting.
However, I did see that it is in the rule book that these NFL players do need to be standing and removing their helmets for the national
Ooh,
anthem.
so they are breaking rules.
They are breaking rules, and they need to be at least on the sideline.
Which
from what I read.
which this Sunday a lot
the
of people,
Steelers, the entire team was in the in the locker room.
Except for one guy.
Because he was in the army.
Yes, he was in the army. He was like, I'm gonna, if you guys don't mind,
I'm
I'm gonna just stay out there.
You know, I did a thing for this
Oh my
country.
god, that must have been so awkward afterwards in the locker room. You know?
Yeah, like they run by like, sorry, dude.
Sorry, bro.
Nothing
Bro, we
personal.
were all kneeling and it's kind of weird.
Didn't they
Enjoying it.
actually pull? Someone made this comment. Didn't they pull the what is it you say at the kids in school?
Pledge of Allegiance.
Did they take that out of schools?
Oh, I have no idea.
From my knowledge, they have not.
Okay,
Alright.
I thought somebody
Still
said
doing
some
it?
schools.
Yes.
Some schools did. or
One
whatever.
nation under God, they still say it.
But it's true.
Even though not everyone believes in God
Correct.
Yeah.
or teaches.
Yeah, and we're not. I mean, we have freedom of religion.
Mm-hmm.
So one nation under God is right there. That's kind of odd that you make
Should
kids
be
say
one
that.
nation under any religion that you choose.
Yeah.
Or not choose.
Under
yeah.
a God.
Under any kind of guy.
Yeah.
you want.
Who are we under?
A God.
I'm ready to start. I'm ready to start kneeling.
I'm under the
We're
universe.
Allah, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we don't really give a shit. We're gonna watch football no matter what.
Christine says it's not in the rule book. That was a fake Facebook post that made
Yeah.
headlines.
Fake
Sorry.
news,
Yeah.
Kirby.
I believed it.
I would believe that because I feel like if that wasn't the rule book, this would have they would have.
They would have all been done. at
Yeah,
this
you all
point.
get fined. Yeah.
I would like to point out, friend of the show, Corey Tenchara, posted
Shout out.
We gotta get Corey on, by the way.
back
Yeah.
when the president didn't mind if you took a knee and has a picture of Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton.
Ah, yeah.
Blow job.
Oh,
You-
Corey, you did it
Hey,
again.
Corey!
You did it again, but
All right, so how about this? This is something that comes up a lot. Is being alone at this time in our life. We're 30-some years old.
Oh, we switched gears on.
Oh, big
fast
time.
there.
Real quick, we got the
I know, I like the
Neil
transition.
Yeah, I have no segues, man. I'm just saying what I want to say. People being alone, a lot of people ask, you know, we've gone into this ad nauseum, so we're not going to talk about being single and all that, but people always say, don't you enjoy being alone?
Oh yeah.
Love it.
And I love it too, but there are people who actually hate it. For instance, my friend, she hates being alone, and it's not
And
like
what's her full name and address?
it's
So
not,
we can make sure she's
Yeah.
not alone.
it's not a boyfriend thing, though. It's actually more just alone in general.
Anyone.
And we were trying to figure it out. I think about it a lot because for the first time in her life, she's actually in an apartment by herself. And we're talking her whole life, she was around family, brothers and sisters, the whole big family always around. And after that, she always had a boyfriend. So there's always like a family, his kids, blah, blah, blah. And this is the first time, and I feel so bad because I don't know have any advice for her or someone in their shoes to be like, how do you? Because we love being
Embrace
alone
it.
so much.
Yeah, she, like let's take the example of her always being with someone. Even when she was a kid, she shared a room with her sister. She always had a boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
I was in a room like a house of 5 people, and I was just like, oh, you know, this is fun or whatever. But the minute I got my own place and lived alone, I was like, wow, this is so much better. I should have done this when I was 12.
So now see, that kind of kills my argument. That's good. That's true.
because like there's different type of people. There's
Yeah.
people like us, and then people who can't be alone.
Yeah.
Like actually, like I feel like people like who I'm talking about actually like excel when people are around. Feel more like themselves when people are around. Whereas like I feel like I'm at peace when I'm like in my own house on my couch. Nobody, not even like a phone in me. Just like that's what I need. You know what I mean? I think it is different people.
I think it's just two different people. There's the people who like to be alone, and then the people who would rather just sit on the couch in silence next to somebody
Yeah.
than be alone.
Yeah.
Yep. Very
Which
true.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I
I feel
don't
like-
get it at all.
But I bet you they don't get it. While they're like, wow, how can you just?
and
be
they're like,
alone?
"Do you want to go out?" And I'm like, "No, I'm in the corner of my couch right now. I'm not leaving."
What's your do you like being alone? Do you not like being alone?
People have told me many times in my life, you're gonna die old and alone, and I always take that as a compliment.
Yeah, sounds like a
Yeah,
laugh.
yeah, great,
Great.
I would-
Nobody's
I would-
bringing me down.
I'll take my element.
Yeah, I would love to die old and alone.
You're like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Right.
I'll get older and aloner than you could ever think.
I just feel like I'm like that too. Like if there were like people around me while I was dying, I'm like, could you guys maybe get out of here and throw like friends on or something, so I could just die at peace by myself.
You're killing my vibe.
Did you guys
Yeah.
ever have shitty apartments when you just moved out of home and you lived with like 2 or 3 of your friends? It sucked, right?
Yeah.
Because you never had any privacy. They were always eating your shit. And
I never
making
lived
mess.
with anyone
You never lived with
besides my
anyone.
parents. No.
I
Okay.
lived with one of the cool Josh Matus, one of the best roommates, best people ever.
Yeah, I was actually jealous of that find.
If
You found the perfect roommate.
best roommate ever. But I still got to a point where I needed my
Wants to be
own
alone.
my own space.
What did he do?
Nothing.
Tell him.
He,
He's watching.
he didn't talk that much.
No.
He was very neat.
He
Right?
was chill. He was a great friend of mine, very
Yeah.
clean. But like, if I wanted to go out into the living room and watch TV, if he was watching it, I didn't want to be a dick and be like,
yeah.
I don't
hey,
wanna watch
I bought
this.
that TV or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So the shit like that, it just gets to a point. Plus, I was raised like I had no brothers, sisters, kids around. Like my mom
Yeah.
and dad was just like goodbye, and I would just
Go entertain yourself.
and I would for fucking 8 hours. You know what I mean? And so I think I carry that with me now. And like, there's a lot of situations like when I get out of work, go to the gym, I want to go home and just be like, oh god, good, I'm home,
Yeah.
alone. Whereas some people are like,
Lock the door.
yeah, exactly. So
Now let's talk turkey. You guys ever bang your roommate?
I didn't bang Josh. No, I didn't bang Josh.
I didn't
Yeah, wait.
bang
You
my
ever
family,
had
no.
a female roommate, or you ever
No.
a male
No.
roommate?
Nope.
I don't know if I could do that. Not banging.
I had a female roommate,
Who you bang?
and we were hooking up beforehand.
Hold on. What?
So basically,
wait,
you're living
no.
with your
No,
girl.
no,
and
no,
you're
no,
dating.
no, no, no. Yeah, it was weird. Okay.
This was your girlfriend?
No, so we were like kind of hooking up beforehand. Then we moved in. Me and my buddy.
What's her full name and address?
Did she know you weren't in a relationship?
No, yeah, it was
I have a feeling
She
she
thought
thought she was moving with her boyfriend.
things were getting serious.
getting hot in these lights.
Justin got that smooth move.
No, we were just like messing around, right? And then me and my buddy moved into a place, and we needed a third spot. And then he's like, "Hey, what about her?"
Bad
and I was
move.
like,
Bad
okay,"
move.
because we're kind of
Okay.
friends, but we had been hooking up. So we asked her. She said yes. And then there was a transition where she was living there, and we hooked up only like twice, and it was super awkward, as you can
Oh,
imagine.
man.
Because afterwards, you sleep with someone.
Does she go back to
You
her
get,
bed?
you get, yeah. That's the thing. I was in her room, and I was like, "Well, see you later," and I just went to my room. And then we saw each other in the kitchen, like
Yeah,
20
both
minutes
get
later.
post food, like
Yeah.
post sex food.
So how long did this
Yeah.
last?
It was only like twice that we. After that was just a regular roommate relationship
Yeah.
because we right off the bat.
But it worked though. It worked. In the,
Yeah,
for
So
the
you had to
long
stop
run.
banging.
Yeah, we had to stop it because it was wicked weird, you know.
I was to say, like 6 months after that, what happens when you get wrecked? You're like, oh man,
Yeah.
vagina right there.
Yeah.
You had to say no.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't really my choice, of course. As a dumb guy, I probably would have kept it going. But it was more her saying like, "this is gonna end terribly."
Yeah, you would have kept banging.
Yeah. Especially when I would come home and I would hear her bed squeaking.
Ah.
And I'm like, "Oh, you
Did
know
you
what?"
get mad?
No, it was just like
You'd have to find
I was
someone
just
to-
like, "This is awkward,"
Yeah.
and I'll be in my room jacking off.
To you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Because his dick is hard.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
No, it's not
Whoa,
concrete.
hey.
Make sure.
Hard as concrete.
No
Not a
Star,
bad
these
plug.
messages brought to you by No Star Concrete.
Not a bad plug. Ooh, I'm looking at us right now. It's not bad.
Not bad. 47.
Anything?
solid.
Any comments we got to
Well,
talk
a
about?
couple people going back to the Josh Matus. Kerry says she has him as a roommate now. So she,
Yes.
This is Josh's wife.
Yeah,
for the viewers.
Kerry has Josh as a roommate, and she let Josh come inside of her.
Now they have a
Whoa.
little roommate.
They have a
Yeah.
child.
Hey, a roommate, a third roommate.
But that roommate doesn't pay rent.
No.
That should be
It
noted.
shits everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
He's a no good moocher. Let's
No,
face
he's
it.
a mooch. Little Cody.
His name's Cody.
And
Little-
as far as the advice on what to do about being alone, Brenda says you have to be comfortable with yourself first, and Nick says tell her to buy a pet.
Ah, good
Well,
idea.
you know what?
I don't know if that would.
I was thinking a puppy would have been huge for her. I think a dog is big, but I don't know if she can have one in that apartment. But I suggested that. That changes life big time. Now I have a dog, so there is zero chance I ever get lonely. You know what I mean? He sleeps with me every night.
Apparently, people can see up on shorts.
Whoa, hey!
Is Justin wearing Daisy Dukes? I can see his prostate from here.
Let me read
No, those are his Newport shorts.
Why do you guys have the camera pointed so low? I can see up your
I was
shorts.
gonna.
Because we want everyone to have good groin shots, all right? We've all
Listen,
got nice balls,
why I wear
penises, and
pants.
vaginas.
Guys, this is our first time back. We will make camera adjustments. We'll make sound adjustments.
Work with us.
Wait,
Christ.
will you get the view? Are heads even in the show? It's just
Yes,
all.
this is us.
Can you guys
Okay.
see my wiener?
I'm gonna hide
It's
my.
coming. It's coming.
We look like the Today Show.
Here's my wiener, guys.
See,
Who complains about crotch shots, man? Come
Yeah.
on.
Right.
You're welcome. We should all wear skirts.
So,
And if my
They can see Justin's prostate.
if my former roommate wants to comment and talk about my lovemaking skills, rate them on a scale from 1 to 10. Please do so.
even if it's a 1.
Yeah, I mean it's really bad.
We just want to know.
Do we just
I really do hope she's watching. That would be interesting.
Hey, so
Well, I hope this is a hard segue into something totally unrelated.
Anywho.
Actually,
Next.
we don't have many topics. So
Wait, can I
this
go
is gonna
back?
be
Can I go
interesting.
back to football for 1 second?
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
This is interesting.
Absolutely.
We were talking about how people said they were going to boycott watching football, and these people are kind of conservative, like redneck Trump supporters.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to watch football because of the kneeling. I have people that I know that are not watching football, and they're kind of from the other side, and they're more like liberal, kind of social justice warrior people.
Yeah.
Love them.
And they're boycotting football because, can anyone guess?
Because Trump said something about
No.
firing them?
It's more because like the
Domestic violence?
domestic violence, and then the NFL's like,
Oh, God.
all right, you knocked your wife out,
4 games
you're gonna get a half game suspension. We're gonna be tough on you.
There is a
Yeah.
guy playing right now who
Who beat
should
someone?
be out 6 weeks for beating up his girl.
There was
Yeah.
some kind of technicality.
Yeah.
And he
When
got
he is now
nothing.
playing,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
he has gotten nothing. There was also, I think, there's a video, I believe, out there that hasn't been released where Des
Oh,
Bryant
Des Bryant.
is beating
Mhm.
someone, and he never got caught, and people just forgot about it because Jerry Jones
Yep.
paid the right person off.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's why that
wow.
video never saw the light of day.
Wasn't
Absolutely.
there a guy in the NFL, famous guy who like literally killed someone and he
Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis killed a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is when it comes to domestic violence and the girls, it's like I'd like to know the other side of the story. Like, what did she do to deserve it? You know?
No.
I mean,
What-
seriously.
Well, how about
It's
this? The NFL should institute.
I'm
a
sure she was being a bitch. Is what I'm saying.
Well, hey, it's getting hot.
It's
It's getting hot.
getting
It's getting hot here. Well, how about this? The NFL, to cut back on this, I think they should institute a program. They send a ref home with these troubled couples, and the first time he throws a punch, the ref blows a whistle.
Throws a flag.
Flag goes down, roughing
Roughing.
on the offense. I don't know football.
roughing the mother.
roughing your baby mother. 10-yard
So
penalty.
your penalty, and then they're like, oh, you know, I don't want a penalty.
Back to
Yeah.
your rooms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose 10 yards, so I guess I won't beat it.
Could work.
Domestic abuse.
You can't really
Hope
do
it's
anything.
good for a laugh.
He really can't do anything now because of cameras everywhere. You're
Mhm.
screwed. You know what I mean?
Man, who was that guy in the elevator? I don't know if he was he played
Ray
in the
Rice.
NFL.
That was
He punched the shit out of
He
her.
hit her with,
Knocked
a, with
her out.
a combination.
Oh, yeah.
Hit her with a combination.
Yep.
In
And
his defense,
He took a few blows first.
she was being annoying.
Yeah.
So
She was hitting him. She was hitting him
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Still, though, all you have to do is rough out.
He knocks her out, and then,
Yeah.
and then I think he
then
realized,
he
oh
cut-
shit, I
Didn't
knocked
he
her out.
drag
I
her
gotta
out of
drag
the
her.
elevator
Yeah.
too?
He
Yeah.
picked her up, hoping she would wake up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like she was out.
That'll look classic.
Then he stuffed her in his suitcase and just walked out the hotel.
Imagine if he treated her as like Weekend at Bernie's, like an
That's-
arm around her.
That's kind of what he did because
She's like, yeah.
he hit her with a
Sunglasses
combo.
on.
Yeah, he hit her with a combo, and then she went he kind of caught her, and she was completely unconscious. And then the elevator opened,
Yeah.
and I might be making this up, but I could have sworn people were waiting to get out, and he's like, hey.
No, I don't think anybody was walking outside waiting, but it did. He just dragged her out.
He did, yeah.
Someone showed up eventually, right?
Well, no, he cut out the doors and literally dragged her out the doors. That's all you see from the thing.
Yeah.
Now, why didn't he throw her over his neck like a fine fur?
Or like a
Like,
snake,
oh, this is
a boa constrictor.
Just a scarf.
This is the latest fashion.
I'm just recreating a Britney Spears music video.
He went and got a wheelbarrow, he put her in the wheelbarrow, and just rolled her out.
Just doing some work. No big deal. It'd be cool
I'm
though.
gonna
If,
see
like,
here.
he went to go punch her and she like countered.
Oh, she ducked it. Yeah, imagine she knocks
Oh,
him out.
two
Two laughs
piece
down.
Yeah, would have been sick. That would have been sick. Would have been the end of his career right there, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I did want to talk about secrets. Keeping secrets. Like segue? You like this
I love
segue?
this segue.
Even no, there's really nothing that leads to anything.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Secret.
But domestic abuse, it really gets me thinking about the moon landing, right? Was it real? Was it staged? What do you think? Okay, secrets.
I was.
Okay, secrets.
Joe had brought this up as a topic too,
Yeah.
of that how it is. Does anyone actually keep a secret to
Yeah,
themselves?
like if something, whether it's exciting or you
Think
heard
about
you
that.
heard like a dark rumor about someone,
Yeah.
it's so difficult to keep to
Yeah.
yourself.
Like say I go to Joe and I say, listen, bro, you can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
It's no matter, you got time, you got endless time, and there's gonna be a situation where you're like, you see, like, put it this way, see that girl? I had sex, man. Don't tell anyone I had sex with this girl.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time where Joe's out drinking and someone mentions her name, like, oh, imagine if Scott fucked her, and it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
come on,
Word vomit.
Sometimes it's the case of forgetting that it's
That's
a
That
secret.
it's a secret. That's happened
You
to
by
me.
accident will be like,
Yeah, I think I say to Joe so much, hey, don't tell anybody. That he just forgets what he can't
Yeah.
tell.
No,
Yeah.
he just tells the next person, but he says, don't tell anybody. And then everyone just says, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
You
Just
can't
goes
say
down.
anything.
Yeah.
And then by the time it gets there, by the way, the story's way
Oh.
wrong. Like, I was just
No,
rubbing
but-
on this girl's butt.
Yeah.
By the time it gets
Yeah.
to person
You put it
8,
in her butt.
I
Yeah.
put it in her
It's a
butt.
different story. Yeah.
Exactly.
But here's
And we're all
another-
guilty. We're all guilty.
Oh,
of
I'm guilty as sin
Oh.
on this one.
And I think the bigger one, at least for me, is if I have someone who I'm not very close friends with, and they're like, "Oh, I got a good one. Don't tell anyone." I have to tell like my best friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, I gotta get it off my chest. I gotta tell
There's
somebody.
always like that one or two
Mhm.
solid people that you always go
You're
to
like,
and
"You
be
wanna
like,
hear a good
check
one?"
this shit out. You can't
Yeah.
say nothing
Yeah.
because this person told me I can't tell nobody. So you
Yes.
can't say nothing.
But it's a pyramid scheme because they then tell their 3 closest
Yes.
people, and then the more you go down that chain, the less discreet people are.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, Scott, fuck that, 500-pound lady
Yeah.
who's in the circus.
Well, that wouldn't be a secret. That's called common knowledge.
Oh yeah. Some things are just facts.
Yeah.
You know.
It's impossible, like, and that's why a lot of conspiracies, like, there's one of those conspiracies I can't think of that they're like, how could you keep something like that under wraps?
9/11 or the
Yeah.
moon landings.
Like
It goes
the moon
back.
landing.
It goes back to the moon. See, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk
Segue.
about the moon landing.
You're
Yeah.
right though. To keep the moon landing a hoax, you know how many people would have to
Thousands
keep
Keep their
of
mouth
people.
shut.
everybody involved in NASA,
Yes.
everybody involved in the space program.
Until the day they die. There's no deathbed confessions from these people.
Exactly, it's impossible.
You know?
That's actually, you brought this up when I talked about the cure for cancer,
Mm.
and I had originally said I have a feeling there's a cure for cancer out there, and you were like, you don't understand the amount of people whose mouths would have to be shut, and you're right. There would be so many
Yeah.
deathbed confessions of being
Yeah,
like,
this would
here's
be-
a cure, it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
go find it.
It's so true. It's so true. All right.
Woo! Fresh out of topics. All right.
All right.
Anyway, next topic. Water is good for you.
Hey man,
Hey,
it's wet.
How about
Made out of
that?
hydrogen and
How about that weather today? It's supposed to be fall. It's almost
It
it's
was a
almost October.
scorcher.
Hey man, I'm loving it. I'm still having cookouts. You guys all know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're there.
Now, want to make some bets as to when the weather's going to start sucking?
I'm gonna go. Well, I'll say this. Last October, I was at the beach. Like, it was beach day, and it was at least the second week of October. So I'm thinking this year it's gonna beat that, and we're gonna go to at least third week of October. It's gonna be nice.
And I'm gonna say
Okay.
the 27th. It's gonna snow.
27th?
October?
Yep, I think it's
Now,
gonna be
why,
beautiful
why the guess?
because.
That would be cool. Because of
And-
no facts at all.
But the past couple of years, it's been warm, freezing. Like
Yeah,
there
there's no-
was no fall,
Yeah.
really. And I love fall.
Do
It's
you-
my
Do
favorite.
you think it's because of global warming? I don't know a lot
No.
about that, but
Nah, I don't really know.
I don't know.
I
Do you
think.
think that's legit too? Because
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
So
Global warming, yeah.
global for sure.
Absolutely.
There is a lot
People
of-
continue to deny.
97% of the world's scientists say that
Agreed.
it's fact.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
And you know
yeah,
what's funny
obviously.
And what's funny is Bill Nye the Science Guy will talk about it,
And he's a genius.
and
Mhm.
I agree that he's a genius, but people will discredit him because they're like, this guy's not even a real scientist because he's not. He's actually
He had his
He's an
TV show,
engineer.
which is
Oh,
engineer.
okay. Yeah.
But they'll say that and like discredit him there. I'm like, but that guy's a fucking genius,
He
bro.
is.
And he's
I'm sorry, he's just an engineer though.
He's not a scientist.
He must have studied some form
Engineering
of why is he-
science.
Yeah, he's not Bill Nye the engineering guy.
that's the point they make. He's actually not a scientist. He might have studied science, but he's
Yeah.
an engineer.
Gotcha.
So and I didn't know that until the people came out discrediting him.
But he's an
Well,
engineer who
he's
knows
an
A
engineer.
shitload about science.
Yeah.
He's an engineer by degree.
I gotta look that
Yeah.
up.
Oh.
Yeah.
They called him a science guy, not a scientist.
Yes.
Jeff, can we get
Jeff,
the
look
facts on
about
that?
What is it?
Bill
Jeff
Nye-
isn't paying attention to us.
I'm trying to get people.
He's
to,
on Tinder. I saw
Are
him
you
swipe.
texting
I'm
girls?
swiping. I'm
Son
actually,
of a
Jeff.
I'm actually talking you up, Kirby. Right
What
now.
are you doing?
Oh.
I know. I'm trying
Why?
to see if anybody wants to ask any questions or comments.
You're
Okay.
talking me up.
Can
Why
you-
are
could you
people
maybe,
talking me down?
Some guy just commented, "Hello, someone want to speak with me?"
Elder,
What is this?
Elder Pius, we want to speak with you. Hello, Elder.
I think his name's Eder.
Oh, Elder Pius,
So-
we speak with you.
Eder, here's your moment. If you have a question, just please comment.
Let it out, man.
You seem like you don't seem to be American, according to your spelling.
Eder, that's what, Brazilian?
I don't know.
Speak
Eder,
with me. Speak with me.
What are we looking up? Bill Nye.
Bill
Bill Nye,
Nye.
science guy.
And what are his
Scotty says
credentials?
he's an engineer.
Yeah.
Can we find out if he's a scientist in any way, shape, or form? He's got to have a master's or something in science. Thanks, Jeff.
Oh, Elder said, I am English.
I learned
and
English.
he spelled English wrong.
I learned
Eder, you're not fooling anyone, my friend.
Questions, comments?
So with the global warming thing, I think that the seasons are just shifting.
Yep.
So I think that the summer's now lasting
Lasting
longer.
longer?
The fall is where winter was.
How about those glaciers melting?
Oh,
glaciers.
like those ones?
The glaciers.
The
Yeah.
black,
Oh,
yeah, the
right
black
behind
behind
us.
Hey, this is perfect timing.
This is a smart TV. It knows what we're talking about, and it'll
Yeah, and it
display
just, yep.
images
It's
based on our
actually
topics.
it's actually casted into our brains, and
Yeah.
every time we think it pops up here.
Yeah, it's wireless.
They got like
No.
Chromecast.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a scientist, but he stayed at a Holiday Inn. I don't know.
Good one, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
That's why you're
Come
not.
Come on, Nick Gow.
Come on, Nick. You knew better than that, bro.
Also, more feedback as to how this setup is, because
Yeah.
we want to please you guys. Okay, we want to know like.
Especially if my old roommate is listening, I'm still going to please you.
We're now
We-
roommates
and we don't
anymore.
even live together anymore.
That's
Think
right.
about that.
That can make it happen.
Mhm.
Do you kind of miss it?
No. it was super weird.
Straight laugh.
Again, you meet in the kitchen 20 minutes later, and it's like,
No, I'm saying, do you miss sex with her?
This episode brought to you by
No Star Concrete. Yes!
On to begin.
Woo!
No Star Concrete. Oh wait, you know
Yeah.
it's probably back. Yep. No
Yeah.
Star Concrete, guys.
No, actually, this is right
No.
because we flipped the phone.
We flipped
so
the
this
phone.
is right.
Yeah.
Now, Philip has actually asked us to stop advertising. He has no affiliation with the
We
show.
will not.
So we're going to do this on our own. Yeah. He actually says you're hurting his business.
I'm pretty sure when we started throwing ads on there, his business went like decline. Like, are you fucking those Weatherbro kids?
I do want to know though, if Phil is listening, have you gotten any referrals through the Whatever Bro podcast? I would love to know.
And I want to know who they are.
Say two things.
You need to
Bill
tell
Nye,
us.
Bachelor of Science degree. That's
See?
it.
You got a
Wow,
bad.
wow,
That's
okay.
bachelor's.
Yeah, and then apparently he worked as an engineer for Boeing and some other stuff, but
Okay.
nothing too crazy. And another comment: Nick says he'll do better with jokes when you get more viewers.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh,
Nick.
dear.
That's the last time we talk about you on the air. So, Edward Pyers seems to be having an
Is he a
issue right
fan?
now. Someone can help me. It's the guy who can't speak English. He needs help.
What do you need help with, Eder?
Citizenship.
I think he's being raped right now.
Call 911.
Yeah.
He's being raped while watching the Weatherbro podcast. Not bad.
So we've blown through our 3 topics,
Yeah.
which
Yeah. Listen, nobody said the first episode back was going to be easy.
I wish we could pan to the gorilla.
Yes, Joe has a. We can't pan to it, unfortunately, because the
What?
camera's set up.
It's
by
an homage to Harambe.
We could just have Jeff one day just be cameraman the whole episode, and then we can boss him around and be like, Jeff, point at the gorilla.
I'm sure he'd be willing to do that.
And then he can be camera guy, Jeff.
That's a step up.
That is a step up.
Comment reader bitch.
That got a lot of likes.
So, just regarding the future of the show, is it possible that we will have mics one day?
It's possible.
Yeah.
And even now, I'm thinking about even doing they have those snowball mics.
Yeah.
Which the quality I heard isn't as good as like
Screaming at a cell phone?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll be honest. I think you're gonna listen to this and be like, oh wow.
Oh, I'm not going to listen.
Once Justin's done, it goes into the
Yeah.
vault.
That's it. You don't watch your own work. Is that it?
No,
Like
but
Johnny Depp.
like,
I never watched my own movies.
yeah.
Do you watch the podcast like after?
Oh yeah, I would always catch them on iTunes.
Okay.
I was the one guy who
So
downloaded iTunes.
you don't like to look at yourself? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not that, but I listen to podcasts kind of on the go at the gym or
Ah, I
at work
gotcha.
or in traffic.
I was trying to aim it in the direction that you're insecure and you don't like to.
Well,
see
that's
yourself.
also all true. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like looking at you either.
Wait, I don't blame anyone.
Can I ask, because I have been looking at you, Justin, do you
Ooh.
shave your arms?
No, I'm just
You just have-
naturally,
Not a hairy guy.
naturally hairless.
Because I saw you next to Scotty's arm, and he,
Whoa,
he looks
Robert
like
Williams.
Hey.
a gorilla.
If he was still
Oh,
alive.
nice, man.
Yeah, he looks like current Robin Williams, dead. This is
And
what
Robin
rigor mortis.
Kirby, what's your opinion on body hair on a man? Because I know hairy dudes.
Edder's back. Edder's back.
If a guy looked like
Are you
this,
kidding me? I really
Wait,
am.
if a man looked like that gorilla, no.
No. What about nice hairy chest?
Oh,
nice
I don't
hairy
mind
V?
a hairy chest.
You don't want a hairy chest?
No.
You don't love it though.
I mean, it is what it is.
You prefer it not to be there.
No, I could care less. It depends the level of the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a sweater?
Coarse hair, I'm talking about.
No, but is it a sweater? Just go
Yeah,
everywhere.
like a nice hairy man, neck down. We're talking full.
I'll let my chest hair grow out to a reasonable level, but the minute it becomes like long,
You trim it down?
Yeah, I trim.
Okay.
Yeah.
And mine's gone. I have none. And my armpits, I trim.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love 'em.
Trim
I
them.
know a lot of men who shave their armpits.
Yeah, you know why?
Shave them.
You
Don't
know-
even trim them. Shave them.
They're pretty like bald. You know why though? Because I noticed that my armpits sweat and smell more when there's
You
hair.
have hair.
Yeah.
I believe it. It
'Cause-
probably gets trapped in
Yeah.
there.
So I like to
I've
throw
been-
a couple buzzy here, a couple buzzy
What about
there.
the old hole then? It's kind of the same.
Confused.
Do you
Do
also
you shave
shave your
the
asshole?
elbow?
He said. Do you?
I just recently did it, and I'll tell you one thing that sucks.
You
about
shaved
it.
your asshole?
Yeah.
I heard it here first.
Listen, I'll tell you why.
Okay,
it sucks.
all right.
Because 2 days later, you are itchy as.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's how it is with pretty much any
Anything.
hair.
Oh, Kirby, you're.
When you shave your ass.
Yeah. All right, women shave their assholes. Like there's
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Yeah, but some girls don't get hair down there.
I don't believe that.
Swear to God.
I don't believe
I've seen a lot of ass cracks, dude. Girls.
Asian.
How do you
Yeah,
know
but-
that they haven't shaved it?
Because you can tell, that's what I'm saying. You can,
Even so,
I can tell when it's been.
It's only
Yeah.
some peach fuzz, right?
That's what I'm saying. Some girls have like barely anything, but there are
Blonde.
girls I can tell
Yeah.
who've shaved it, and I've seen girls who didn't shave it.
Oh,
So they-
oh
yeah.
dear.
So they have a trail to the forest.
Oh dear.
Trail to the forest.
You gotta go
they're in
back to
their
your
asshole. The,
Yeah.
the forest is their asshole.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
another
that's,
trail.
A couple times I've seen that, and I was just like,
That's tough action. Tough action.
it's a huge boner kill right there. Dude.
Oh, I
Yeah.
believe that.
I don't
And,
think-
and it's like if you have it, just don't let a guy go down there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, but
like,
here's
Go
the
back
thing.
with their face.
Those
back
girls,
there, yeah.
those girls might not know that they have hairy assholes.
You should know.
They
Because
may
when you
not-
wash though, when you wash it, like,
Yeah, you gotta feel something.
Maybe if they
back
always
there.
use
Loofah.
loofahs.
Yeah.
They might not.
Ah.
Girls,
I don't
take
know.
a look at your own buttholes
You
in
know
the
what
mirror.
it is? Maybe they're not.
Check
Maybe
it
they
out.
just don't care to reach down there. Maybe,
Maybe
it's
they
too
think
difficult.
Yeah.
no one's gonna go back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe some guys don't give a fuck. They're savages and they're like, I mean, what?
Yeah,
I
but
just pictured that one.
yeah, but if you're having sex doggy style, like the girl's beehole, it's like out and about.
Kind of see
So
it.
you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, if a girl's super thick,
Yeah.
you won't. It's good.
You're not?
Well, yeah.
All right.
If a girl's-
You want to elaborate?
If a girl's
Yeah.
ass is big enough,
Yeah.
you don't see as much as if a girl's skinny. You know what I'm saying? If a girl's skinny,
Okay.
you kind of see from behind. You see everything.
Yeah.
All right. Does that make sense?
It does.
But if you're
Yeah.
banging girl with a fat ass, you really don't know what's under there. It's kind of
You're right. If you're just throwing your dick there, you're not like looking. You're not. It's not like a peephole that you're inspecting.
Right, right.
Unless you're going to toss some salad.
Yeah.
In which case, anyways, as far as hairy chests, there are girls that I've dated that
Yeah.
prefer.
So
A
you
little-
got a hairy
Yeah.
chest, Joe?
Yes, but I do both. I'll like, depending on what this person prefers,
Mhm.
I'll either. I always keep it short.
Yeah.
I don't have it coming like crazy like our friend Lou.
Oh,
Like I don't have like dreadlocks in my chest there.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just, if anything, it'll just be a
Sorry
light,
about
a
you.
light dusting.
Now, how do you suss this out of a woman? How do you tell if they like a hairy chest or not?
You have these talks.
Yeah.
Do you not have these types of talks?
Day one right off the bat.
No,
Yeah.
but-
No,
Hey, I'm
not-
Joe. Do you
I mean,
like body hair?
It's
See,
possible.
we're
It's
talking
like,
about who
what do
doesn't
you
know how
think
to
of this?
communicate with women. That's
Yeah.
fine. Never.
It just comes up.
Never once.
I've had some of the best conversations
About chest hair?
laying in a bed with
Oh.
a woman I
Yeah.
barely know.
Yeah.
I've had some great conversations, and it comes up where you're just like, oh, like if your chest hair is too hairy that day, and you're thinking to yourself, it's like, oh, I kind of want to know if this is too
Yeah.
much.
You just be like-
you ask,
You just be like, yeah, oh, should I be shaving my chest too much?
Yeah.
No. And she'll
Yeah.
either be like, no, I don't mind.
or
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, I prefer. I would say majority of girls prefer body hair because it reminds them of,
It's
manly.
cozy.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's cozy.
not
And
an
girls like,
It's
God.
cozy.
So you don't mind chest hair?
I don't mind chest hair,
Depending on the
arm
length.
hair, leg hair.
Down
the
there.
other hair, it gets uncomfortable.
I was just say down there hair though, if it's trimmed,
Yeah, that's fine.
that's fine. You just don't. I mean, who doesn't trim?
Yeah.
If you're a dude and you don't trim down there,
My-
well,
yeah.
you got one job to do. Women have to shave their fucking legs, make
Everything.
them on their hair, they
Head
shave
to
their
toe.
body.
It's the least we could do.
You got
Right?
one job to
One
do.
job.
Yeah.
Take care of
If I can pan to the look of disgust on Jeff's face right now, it's classy.
I was
It's like
like
a
you guys are
secret.
saying. I'm watching this awkwardness go down in the counter.
Well, we got.
Oh,
Let us know. Let us know.
Jeff, let's hear it.
Eater is starting to make me uncomfortable. What about anal bleaching? No, I think you need to shave it because the hair's still there, even if you
Yeah.
bleach
And
it.
bleaching is for the color,
Yeah.
for that dark.
And is that necessary?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't
No. If you're in
I
porn,
feel like
maybe.
it costs money.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I think Eater wants help shaving his ass.
What did you see in the comments, Jeff? Is that what you're talking
Oh,
about?
just something he says. Eater says, "Would you like to know Brazil?" And then
Man,
Allie
fuck
says,
that.
"Eat
We
it."
gotta see. We need
gave
to.
him
We
attention.
need to learn that if
Yeah.
there's an asshole in the comment thread or a foreigner who's uneducated,
I knew he was from Brazil.
Here's a question.
I called it.
Yeah.
Going back to the body hair question, how would you guys feel about a woman with a mustache? Would you tell her that she needs
that's
to
a
shave?
dumb question.
I
Well-
would not even speak to her. So that,
Wait, hold on. He may be talking about the slight peach fuzz mustache that kind of sort
No,
of gets a
no,
little
they're
unethical.
not talking about
No.
that.
Yeah,
They're
but-
talking about.
What girl has a legit mustache?
If it's a one night stand, maybe you can tolerate it
Hey,
for the one night.
I've
but
told
I would never.
I've told coworkers. I
I was just gonna say, I
You gotta
had.
go.
Yeah.
with the stash because I look at it as.
You're looking at
Coach,
the
he's got my way, bro.
Yeah. If I had a piece of if I had a piece of lettuce in my teeth, I would hope someone would say, "You got lettuce in your teeth."
But how weird is it? Because your first reaction when that happens is to go, I don't think I should say this. Because you don't want
Yeah.
to make the
No,
person feel
tell
uncomfortable.
me.
Yeah.
And if yours gonna, and I've told coworkers, you got a mustache. You at home, you wax your mustache. And you know who it is?
Sarah, your goatee is getting weird.
Yes. And the number one offender. And I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies.
Oh, no.
You blondes out there,
Oh.
you think you can get away with it because you got blonde hair? Oh, it's a light. It's a light. They can't see it because it's light and blonde.
Bitch, you have a lineup.
You
You
have-
need to shave that shit.
You have a Hulk Hogan mustache. Everyone can see it. It doesn't matter that you're blonde.
So we see you and it's just like, hey, brother,
Let me tell you something, brother. You got a goddamn mustache on your face.
But how did you say this to her? Could you, if Scotty was the young lady
fuck
with the
your mustache.
Oh, no, this
This is me, right?
how did you say it?
Hey, Justin, good to see you at work again today.
Bro, you got a stash. Don't even speak to me till you take care of the upper lip region, alright?
Oh, thank you so much for telling me. I don't feel bad for myself at all. Oh, you're about to brag a bridge now.
No, but you're gonna tell them, especially the
Yeah.
blondes, because the blondes think they can get away with the
Yeah.
heavy stash.
Oh,
They
yeah.
cannot.
No.
The
So
sun
it-
hits it.
Yeah. And all you have to do is wax or laser, right? You do laser removal.
Or they even have those little it's like a little buzzer, and you just go.
Yeah.
That's
You
put
can
that
put
nice and
Mhm.
hard, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Not the blonde. See, that's my thing. I'm a natural blonde, so I'll get 4 hairs. I don't get a full-on mustache.
They all say
I'll-
that. That's what they all say. That's what they all say. They go, no one can see it. And meanwhile, they look like me.
Can you see
You
it?
know, like,
I
No,
have
you don't
this
have a
down right now.
mustache.
Yeah.
Kirby, don't shave for a month,
No,
and then we're gonna do the
Let me
podcast.
get in. Let me get in there. Let me get in.
She's clean.
Let me
No,
get-
she's clean.
I get nothing.
She's clean.
Just get her to the hot lights. Get her to the
Ah,
hot
Yes,
lights.
yeah.
All right, she's clean.
Yeah, wow, viewers just went up 75 with that.
How about this? I've dated a girl, and then she was just like, got a little lax on the old armpit shaving.
Okay,
Go a little hippy dippy.
a little hit.
Yeah,
that I don't like.
That'll creep me
No.
out. That'll creep me
And
out.
that was like,
If it was like a tad bit, like
Just
Yeah.
3 days.
yeah, 3 days.
See,
That's 3 days.
I particularly kind of turns me on peach fuzz. Like that,
yeah.
like turns me on. Even no matter where it
in
is.
the old armpit?
No, not in the armpits. I'm talking about like that area. Like,
The asshole.
yeah, if it's like light peach fuzz
I like the
though.
way you said asshole.
Even on the butt itself.
Yeah.
Some girls, like if you look at it in a certain angle,
A little
In
pussy.
the light.
I think that's cool. It's like natural. You know, it's not too much, but
This episode, this episode brought to you by North Star Concrete. When we get into assholes, we talk about Phil. Alright?
nice
And-
and hard.
And North Star Concrete.
Well,
If you need a foundation laid down on your asshole, Phil will take care of it.
Lay that shit down, Phil.
Phil is now offering Brazilian concrete waxes.
Waxes.
He lays concrete down in your nether regions, and he just kind of
Okay,
One
we'll
strip.
just keep this right here. I don't really want to be a part of this. Okay?
Laura Winslow in the house.
Hey, Laura Winslow. She's one of our best fans right here. Her name's
See
Laura
what's up
Winslow.
there?
Really?
Of course.
Wow.
But she just reminds us of Laura Winslow.
Yeah, because of her name.
Shout out, Laura.
Shout out.
Did I do that? That kid's dead, by the way, I heard. Her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jaleel White?
I heard.
No, he's alive.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm already right about the Build Out Science guy. I'm about to be right again.
Jeff, get
With-
on it, man.
He's in the
With
show.
Miracle?
In the show.
Huh?
In the show, his girlfriend Myra.
Myra was.
She
died.
died.
She
Yeah.
died? How did
She
Myra die?
She died years ago.
Yeah.
I think it
Of
was
some kind of
cancer.
condition. Yeah, was it
Some
cancer?
Some kind of condition, cancer.
I think they call
One of
it.
those rare.
I think they call it cancer.
Concierge. It's bone concierge.
Scotty is 1 for 2. Jaleel White still alive.
Ah!
Nice.
You know why I said that? Because I saw this thing that said
saw it
stars
on
you
the
didn't know were
internet?
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on the internet.
So it
Oh,
has
it's
to.
gotta, it's gotta be true.
It says stars you know were dead, but the thumbnail was him, and I think that was just trying to.
It's just so you'll click on it.
I just laughed at the North Star.
We're watching our own podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no, I'm reading the comments.
We are one of the
Guys,
viewers right now.
I want to say one thing.
Yeah, go.
We're spoiled because we're living in a time. You go back to the 80s. There was no shaving from the vagina to
I'm
the
going back
asshole.
on this.
It was all one connective fur
You're right.
to the asshole.
That's kind of
and you know what? People were tougher back then because men didn't complain.
No.
It was
You're right.
a horrendously hairy asshole. You ate what you got and you were happy. You
get what you get and you don't get upset.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you got even remotely just a warm spot for your penis,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody cared
You're
about
good.
hair.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about any of that.
Because it's the
any of
only one you're
details.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like
If you-
20 years till you realize you can divorce that bitch.
Yeah.
And if you watch like older pornos, like let's
Ooh.
say shit, even up to the 90s, they were
Still,
80s
late
to
80s.
90s, they were sort of getting into the
Transitioning.
shaving.
Yeah.
And then there was a landing
It is
strip
a landing
phase,
strip.
Yep.
and now it's nobody really has it.
I would honestly though, if a girl was really hot, dude, and I was into her, I think I'd do it anyway.
How about this? Smoke show. She's like a 9.
Eric,
What,
a
don't-
nine?
a landing strip?
No, I mean hair.
All right.
Like the whole vagina butthole.
Oh dear.
Oh, gotcha.
How about this? Armpit. She's hot. She's like a 9.5. Full armpit hair.
No.
Mustache. Bush from
Still
But
not.
you're
back
not a
around.
9.5 then.
Hold
This
on.
is
Hold on.
extreme.
To the
This
asshole.
is extreme.
But other than
Let
that,
me ask questions. How big is this mustache, Rob? Is this like she goes out, everybody goes,
Is it Scotty's?
or you'd have to look? Yeah, no. Like, would you have to look up close? Like you see, she kind of is gonna look.
my mustache, but she's a 10.
Jeff's.
How about that?
Fuck no, dude. Are you kidding
My
me? No.
mustache.
No.
So you got the picture you with a wig on.
You got the meanest shadow right now.
I see the hottest girl would not be hot with that shit, dude.
With her body.
You're the hottest
goes
girl with
so-
the biggest dick. Would you? By the way, the first time I ever saw something like that, I just
A
I was
mustache?
no
Or a girl with a dick?
Girl with a penis.
9 years old.
Ooh.
Not in real life.
I was
on
gonna
TV.
say, I've never seen one in real
You
life.
remember the show on HBO, Real Sex?
Yep.
That was
Oh, yeah.
that was the first show
Came
that
on
came
at
out.
midnight.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was wild. Just like
Oh yeah.
as a kid, I'm like, no way should I be watching this. This is what happened. I shit you not. I'm in my bedroom. My dad has HBO, so I'm like, all right, it's midnight. I want to watch this Real Sex episode. And I swear to God, dude, there's these two girls in a bathtub. It's a side view of them in the bathtub. They look like twins, like blondes, and they're scrubbing each other, sitting down. And I'm like, wicked turned on.
Jeff just lost it.
I'm laughing at the comments. Says this looks like the co-ed version of The View.
Welcome to the Wendy Williams show.
Dude, I do wonder how it would look without this. This bar is blocking the shit out.
I like the bar.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the camera's too low. We need to get the
Yeah, we
camera
need to
up.
go
Camera
higher.
needs to be up
Maybe
there.
hang it. No, we can't.
We're working out the kinks, folks.
Yes.
Working out the kinks.
Don't judge.
I wanted to show off Joe's super cool block.
Yeah, that he paid
Yeah,
him
man.
$6,000
It's only 10
for.
grand.
Nate totally screwed me. He told me it was made out of titanium and gold.
It's got 3 shelves.
So before the show, he was
shelves, dude.
You can store a lot on this. I mean, totally worth $1,000, right, guys?
Like our sign for North Star Concrete.
It's a surface, all right.
This episode brought to you by North Star Concrete. If you ever need a foundation laid, I don't know, man. I'm running out of.
He shoots so much cement. We call him the Paz dispenser.
Wow!
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
That's a wicked
Can
good
you
one.
just walk by with the sign at least?
Just randomly? Just like, I don't really get
No,
no.
just like
And as
a,
Jeff
slowly.
reads this, I
Walk
will
by
read the
with the
back
sign.
of this.
Jeff, do like a ring
This-
girl, like round
Yeah.
2,
Guys,
like
round 2.
North Star Concrete.
Brought to you by
Yeah.
North Star Concrete.
Damn, boy. You gotta go back there. You gotta go back
Yeah.
there.
Do you want to?
Oh, you got my nickname card.
I got him a shot.
Yeah. Woo.
No, wait.
Sexy.
These two chicks are in the bathtub, right?
Yeah, I'm still hot and bothered over Jeff. No, sorry. It's just,
I just want to let you know they got out the bathtub. I'm 9
That
years
was
old.
horrible.
They both had dicks, guys!
I'm
that's
trying
a dirty trick.
trying to see the
That's a
part where
dirty
Jeff
trick.
walks by.
That was horrible.
There it is.
That's a dirty
I gotta
trick.
carry it lower.
Thanks for listening to my story.
I listened.
They
and I
had
think it was-
dicks.
Look, I already
The
finished.
bathtub
I
had dicks.
listened.
You were 9
We
years
listened.
old.
Kirby and I were on board with
Yep.
It's cool.
Are you okay now? Are
you.
you?
Yeah, that's a dirty
Oh, what
trick.
are you hurt right now?
Is,
It's cool.
Is this why you like being alone? Because you're afraid of being with people
Our
and
views
them
are going
standing
down.
up and having dicks?
Where's my dick going?
Guys, keep watching. I know we're getting boring, but
Now, what do you think about this?
yeah, that,
Yeah, wow.
What do you think about this? Right
Oh, shoot it.
now, there's a new school of thought.
Jump on by the way, the sign was not in the shot.
Oh, you guys are way behind.
No, I am.
Welcome to the
definitely
Clusterfuck Podcast.
It's like, go ahead, shoot. What's up?
Okay. There's a new school of thought, right?
Yep.
This is more from the social justice warrior world. And they're saying, like, okay, a trans woman, so this is a man that is now a woman, may or may not have a penis still. And the school of thought is, that's a woman. And they don't have to tell you that they were once a man, even if you guys are dating. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that assessment? So, like, a woman can have a penis, and she's transgender, so she's a woman, according to the school of thought, and she doesn't have to tell you that she was once a man, because even though she has a penis and balls,
She still
she's
has a
still,
penis?
still has a penis.
When does she not have to? I don't get it. Why?
She doesn't have to tell you because she's a woman now.
Yeah, until you have
But-
sex with
but
her.
yeah,
and then
what
she
about when you
lets
have
out.
sex?
Yeah.
Then I think you find out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, like, what does she expect you to go on there and go? Oh well, you know what? I'm already down
Well, I
here.
think, well, you could have a long period where it's just you're making out, there's oral, like she's, like,
There's
it can be
long
a
periods?
weird.
Oh, you know, it'd be awesome. I mean, she could do this too. She could be like, I only like doing it. Listen, I have problems. I like doing it in the dark. And I only like it in my ass. Imagine that.
Yes.
That's-
Wow, how fucked would that be, dude?
Yeah.
If some girl,
No
that's Joe's
way.
yeah, by the way. When he's not paying attention, that's
No,
it.
listen.
Yeah. No way. No way you're giving it to a girl in her ass and you don't feel a dick flopping back and hitting you in your
What
balls.
if she's got a boner?
It's
Then
still gonna flop it. No.
maybe not. Oh my god, that would be such a nightmare,
And she'd
dude.
tape it to her stomach or something.
Yeah.
Would
We go
you
like
be
6
mad?
months. Would I be mad?
Yeah.
If the day comes where I finally see the shot, I'm like, hey babe, do you want eggs?
That'd be awful.
You
Have you ever, like,
down to a knee.
And it's bigger than mine!
Flaccid.
Have
Down
you
to a knee
ever-
flaccid.
random question,
Yeah.
since we were talking about dicks.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to answer the door unexpectedly while you had a boner?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm just saying, out of the blue. Like, say somebody knocks on your door early in the morning.
When's the last time someone randomly knocked on my door? Like,
I'm just
A
saying.
Jehovah's?
Say like,
What do you
say
do?
like
Flip it up into your.
That's
into
what I
your-
do.
you put it in the
Yeah.
elastic,
Yeah.
the waistband.
and then when it
So I want to
softens
know
up,
your tricks.
it just
Yeah,
goes.
that's the trick.
That's the trick. What would you would do the same, correct?
When it softens up, though, it betrays you because it flops forward.
That's what I'm saying. It flops
Yeah,
over
it flops
through the
forward.
Yes.
Yeah. I would probably just open the door like this. Like, you got a pamphlet for me?
You're
Oh,
gonna,
you're
you're gonna
Jehovah's
choke
Witness.
you're gonna choke yourself while you jack off.
You're gonna help me save energy, right? All right. Let me see. What you got? Come on in.
I'm just here to deliver pizza. buddy.
Actually, that might help the boner talk. Really.
so, so Joe, why did you have to answer a door with an erection?
Somebody came here to fix something in my basement, either a water heater or.
And that got you turned
or
on.
my-
Oh, you know,
When I wake up,
a man's man,
when
a
I-
construction
when
guy.
I wake up, you get
Morning
the
wood.
traditional morning wood. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to do the
Tuck.
The old tuck.
you have to do the
Yeah.
old tuck. But the problem is though, when
You
you're
were
talking
naked?
to a repairman,
You get even harder. Yeah. They're burly, you know.
I knew you
solid,
somehow
He had a
sabotaged
hairy
that.
chest.
sweaty guys. 5 o'clock shadow.
Turns out I had a boner for 2 hours while I was
Yeah.
driving downstairs.
He had a hairy butthole.
So I'm fucking the guy, right?
So he's been doing it with my dryer. Right?
And this boner just won't
How
go
long is
away.
this water heater repair gonna take? That's what I want to know.
Oh shit. I'm not
Oh,
sweating
yeah.
at all.
I know. Why is that?
Can I
hot?
just say
You know
something?
what?
Go
We're,
together.
we're crammed all
We're-
together.
and we're all wearing
Well,
the
well,
form of green
Well,
today
Kirby, so
Yeah.
We are. We are.
significantly away from me here. She doesn't want to make any physical contact.
because you're sitting with your knees together like a
Well, I'm
schoolgirl.
squeezed in. I'm squeezed in
So no
over
one
here.
can see that your prostate
Right.
or your
Shit,
Newport.
right. Yeah, you want to show viewers? You guys want to
There are
views?
literally no comments that I can read right now.
No,
This is
please,
bad.
please, Joe.
No, they're just all terrible, terrible.
They're like,
comments.
fuck this show. I'm wasting my time.
Wait, Caitlin said the bald has to go. Has
What
gotta
does?
go.
The bald has got to go. I don't know what the bald
Are
is.
you the ball?
All right,
No, I think
I'm going to
she's
clarify it.
Shaven, right?
No, well, I don't know what they're talking about. Our other friend that we mentioned earlier wants to know who the bald guy is because he's the craziest.
Who said that?
Eater.
Eater?
I don't care. Oh no.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying what? Why did
Now,
you
is
say
he,
the bald
is he
has to go?
Peter Pumpkin Eater? Because it is Halloween. So you'd think that that'd be the case.
Brazil didn't know Scotty's name. Me Brazil, me no Scott bald.
We gotta
name.
stop acknowledging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm.
Yeah.
Listen, in Trump's America, Eater doesn't have much time left in his life.
Let's let him comment away.
He's enjoying himself.
Oh yeah, ICE is gonna come in and take
Yeah.
him away, take him back home. Unfortunately. Well, we could have.
We've gone through our 3 topics and our 2 randoms
I
off
gotta
the
say
top
this.
of our heads.
We start with 3 topics. We stretched this out. You know. We only had 3
I'm
topics.
sure that once we think of something solid, it's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like the snow's melted.
Now, global warming is real.
We're beating our snow.
It's taking all of our topics away.
Oh yeah.
No, we've tackled the hard-hitting issues. Hairy assholes. How do you feel about
Yeah,
it?
no, it's true.
You know?
I think we've hit some solid issues today.
Yeah.
You had a movie party this past weekend.
I did, and I had a bit of beef with that. My own party. I have a problem with my own party.
You know, I'm glad I brought it up then.
I try to have a wholesome party. I say, everyone come over, and I do a big movie in
it was
my
a late
backyard.
one. It was a late one.
I put a movie screen in my
Is
backyard,
there a dance party?
and
There wasn't this time, but there usually is later.
I said, let's have a wholesome good time, friends. Good old-fashioned fun. We
Yeah.
come and watch a movie. We grill some burgers. We drink a few beers, and we hang around the campfire. And then, literally, half the people there are blasting cocaine off of my coffee table the whole night. And I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, I'm trying to have some good old-fashioned fun.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Huh.
Your issue is that you're not stern enough. Like that would piss
No,
me off.
actually, I don't care. I'm just like, come on, guys, have fun. Don't
Yeah, but he
do cocaine all night.
Here's the thing though,
Insane,
like if it was me,
Yeah.
I'd be like, bro, I just spent 40 minutes putting this movie thing up, out,
Yeah.
not so you guys can chill up here and blow lines. Like
No, I don't care if they do it. I don't even care if they watch the movie. I'm just sad for them. I'm like, come on, you guys don't want to like be outside.
I agree.
Okay,
And
so
fresh air.
so wait, so
Citizens.
were they there during the movie? Like
the
what
movie
was-
started and they were like, let's go do cocaine all night.
And they were there. They were there during the movie.
Here's the problem with people who do cocaine, right? You're supposed to do cocaine, and I have done cocaine. And here's how you do cocaine: you do 1 or 2 bumps of cocaine, and then you go, "Where's the fun? Where's the dance floor?
Yeah.
Where's the party?" And then you go have fun all night. You have a few drinks. That's how you do cocaine. The bad way to do cocaine is you post up in someone's living room.
And do it all
you
night.
do lines all night, and then you get wicked paranoid,
Yeah.
and you're so afraid.
And you tweak like this.
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
get tweaky, and you're like, yeah,
where's
man.
the movie? And you're like, you start doing
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
this.
And then you go, I don't think we ever landed on the moon, man. I don't think we ever landed on the moon. And then like that's the whole night for you. You're just paranoid,
Yeah.
talking about how the moon landing wasn't real.
Well, see,
And that's your whole night.
I-
It's so fun to do
I
that.
remember
Yeah, I
the-
agree.
That room, there was a lot of people there. Not everyone was doing cocaine. There was a
Yeah.
lot of people in there at one point. I was up there at one point, and I remember you were like, hey, I'm starting the movie right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, like, I hate to like be a dick, but like, I'm gonna leave this conversation because the movie's starting. You guys want to come? And everyone's just
movie's
like, yeah, we're
fun.
down there.
Yeah.
And in my eyes,
How many we think like we saying that stayed up?
Half of
There the whole
peop-
movie.
Half of the people were upstairs doing cocaine,
Man, really?
and half were watching the
This is
movie.
sloppy.
I would say about.
I'd say about 7 or 8 people.
Yeah,
That's
which
what
is
I saw.
yeah,
Yeah.
close to half.
But like, I
Wait
would,
till the movie's over. I enjoy
Or-
the movie nights.
or-
You
Yeah,
bring a
I love 'em.
blanket.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
them. Yeah.
Me too.
Love
You
'em.
lay in the yard.
I didn't even like. I watched half that movie. I was laughing at half because I didn't really get it. But like, I like the atmosphere of being out there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, love
Smoking
it.
butts and drinking. I love it.
It's summertime still.
Yeah.
You're supposed
You don't
be
have to be
outside.
quiet the whole movie. You can
Yeah,
talk a
you
little
can
if
talk
you
shit
want.
during the movie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
See, I just was like my thing. I was just like, I felt bad right away. 'Cause I'm like, dude, Justin fucking sets all this shit up, and then
You
he was
allow
just
us. You allow us
I
to
don't
go to your
care. I
house
mean-
too, like twice a month sometimes. So
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how often do you schedule those.
But-
It happens a
Yeah,
lot.
it's like twice a month.
Yeah, so it's like people should be more like.
Well, I just, like I said, I don't care. There's people outside watching the movie, but I feel bad for the people inside just blasting cocaine all night. 'Cause,
Yeah.
But I think, isn't this
Well,
why
doesn't
you
sound right.
originally made it the last minute invites?
No,
Because
well,
there were certain people that you didn't want there?
well, the parties were getting a little too crazy. No, I always invite Jeff. Jeff never comes.
He doesn't.
Jeff never
Last
comes.
minute, man.
It's not last minute.
Jeff has been. Jeff
Excuses.
has come before. But I don't
I've
know
done
if
the
he-
Simpsons night. I was there.
Jeff was there one time.
He just hates it.
I
He
did.
doesn't like you.
Now, Jeff, is it social anxiety? What's the problem? Is it too many freaks at these events?
A little
Not
bit
enough
of
cocaine?
both. Not enough.
I
You don't
have
want to show
cocaine.
us
I need-
all up at volleyball?
Yep,
The
that's it
pregame
too.
volleyball?
No, I'm typical scorekeeper at volleyball. That's my role.
Because we usually forget the
my
score.
athletic prowess.
You're the-
Umpire.
That's right. I know that was out, guys. I saw it. It was out.
I will say volleyball is always a highlight.
Oh, I love the
Yeah,
volleyball.
that's what I'm saying.
Especially when it gets dark and we can't see the lines any longer.
Or the
The
ball.
lines,
Or
are
the ball,
inside the
and
house.
somebody
yeah, I was
gets,
gonna say
yeah,
they see the lines. They see the lines on the coffee table only.
not on the volleyball
It's
field.
all night.
I agree though with the coke. You should be doing that as a a temporary like, oh shit, man.
Yeah, like let's
Need a
go
little
have some
bump.
fun. This
Yep.
is a fun enhancer.
Let's do a little bump to
Yeah.
help us have more
Yeah.
fun. And to be up there all night just talking shit and blowing line after line, man. It's
Yeah.
just,
It just,
NASA, man.
That's a fun sucker.
Oh, yeah.
NASA, man.
The-
It's a conspiracy.
I
the
guess-
amount of
yeah.
lines being blown is concerning to me. I mean, I'm also a very. I only smoke, if anything. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. Again, that could be called like maybe I'm a tight ass when it comes to drugs.
Yeah.
But I honestly think some of our friends do
A little too much cocaine.
Am I right in that assumption, or am I crazy?
Actually,
yeah.
I actually sent a text to somebody 3 days ago and said, because I love you, man, I want you to go easy.
Yeah.
And the person did not reply to me.
He's dead.
No, because
cocaine overdose.
it was kind of probably like a,
Yeah, fuck
you
this
know.
guy. I love
But like, too much is too much. I mean, whatever, bro. It's your life. We're old. We're 30 years
Yeah.
old. What the fuck, man? If you want to do that, go ahead.
You want to do it? Do it.
I will say this
I'm gonna
about
bump a line. I'll be right back.
I will say two things about cocaine. One, if you're shy about dancing, and I'm like a shy dancer, it takes a lot to drag me out to the dance floor.
That goes out the window.
You do a bump of cocaine, you're like,
You're like,
Dancing
"Woo, this is
queen."
so- yeah, dancing queen.
Yeah.
Is that what it
Right.
takes? Is that what it takes for you? That or like be obliterated?
Cocaine and whiskey together, you will not pry me off of that dance floor. I will stick my finger. Yeah, man.
Scratch it.
But I love that.
And
That's what it takes, though.
That's what
you
gets
need
me
to
out
get
there.
out there.
But here's the second follow-up, right? Because now you're out there dancing, all the ladies are like, "Oh, look at this guy! It's amazing on the dance floor." Your penis, forget about it working for hours. Your penis is.
That doesn't happen to everybody.
It varies.
You don't have
from-
that problem?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, me?
If
Forget
you
about
do
it.
too much, yeah, but no.
No, it's. I mean, I think it's more so alcohol. I don't know how cocaine affects you in that way.
If you do too
I
much,
know for
think
me.
it does.
Yeah.
Because I've heard some people that they'll mix Viagra, so because they do a lot of coke.
Ah.
You do a line of Viagra in there.
But
Yeah, imagine that a mix.
if
I wonder what that would do.
if you don't do too much, I don't think it should really affect that.
Imagine if you did lines of Viagra, people thought it was coke. You just did it throughout the night.
You have
And
raging
by the end of
boner.
the night, you'd have a raging boner.
Your dick would fall apart.
Think about it.
I like the whole mix though. Mix some.
So ask my doctor about this.
This is actually a
If I
legitimate
crush this up
question.
and snort it, is
Yeah.
it gonna have the same effect?
Yeah, Doc, if I put 0.5 Viagra and some cocaine, that's okay, right? That's a good mix.
In your professional opinion.
Who knew we'd be having the coke and Viagra cocaine mix conversation?
Like, oh, and dance and fuck.
Even 5 years ago. If someone came up to me 5 years ago and said, cocaine and Viagra mixed, like I would think that's crazy.
You heard it here, folks, from the Railroad Podcast.
But nowadays, it's feasible.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Don't do cocaine and Viagra. Because,
Or unless you really want to try it and let us know.
No.
Can't stop you.
Because I've heard that can cause pretty easily a heart attack.
Oh,
Alright.
Because people do that mixture a lot.
No, it doesn't.
which is
No,
cocaine.
yeah.
And cocaine is going to give you a limp dick, and then the Viagra is going to give you a hard penis. So people do that combination a lot, and it's been proven to cause heart attacks.
Proven?
Yes.
I like people having them.
Jeff, Google it, man. I'm telling you.
There were
Get on the Google one.
scientific experiments.
Say mixing cocaine and Viagra, heart attack.
I would love to
Heart
see
attack.
Jeff's search history and updates. Is Bill Nye actually a science
Awful.
guy?
These comments are atrocious.
What's up? Eater's back, man. He just.
I just want to ignore them.
I don't think he's a real person. I think he's a troll. That's what they call
I
them on
honestly
the
think
internet,
he's
right?
an immigrant.
I think he's an immigrant, dude. He seriously doesn't know how to
Doesn't
speak English. No. He's our best fan right now.
Eater has been
I'm
with
trying
us.
to analyze this podcast right now. Like,
Eater has been with us since
You know?
day one.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't got to watch this. The setup looks so good, though.
it does. It does. Oh, my only complaint is
Maybe it's
gotta catch more of us.
Maybe this flashing light right here.
Which is the
Maybe.
fan.
Once again, folks, we're still working the bugs out here.
We
Yeah.
are.
There's a lot of bugs.
The next episode, we're gonna have Coke, Viagra, you name it.
Microphones and Viagra.
Now, are we still gonna like rap to end this? Because we don't even have do we even have a beat anymore?
My laptop speakers are low, but actually,
Wait, I
This
have
is a
phone.
bargain basement
I could
operation.
probably turn the TV on. Throw some beats on.
Do it up. Do it up. That's some beats on it. Well, and it was a nice.
Definitely says if you already have heart conditions, do not do it.
Do not do
I can't-
which one?
Both,
Or both.
together.
Oh, don't do either. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't actually find anything, and my search history is horrible.
So we can do.
Well, let's
Coke
do
and
it. Well,
Viagra.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. Let's do it.
Let's do it right now.
Viagra.
What song we?
Any song? You have any instrumentals on your TV? Guy?
Well, you can recast it.
Oh, YouTube. You remember what that beat was, Evan? No, right?
No,
Just put YouTube instrumental.
That's it. A rap instrument, hip hop.
That's not lazy, is it? YouTube instrumental. Yeah.
Instrumentals.
All right, this is what they refer to as dead air.
In the radio world.
Professional world, yeah. Kirby's on
Look,
Instagram.
good.
Kirby's checking her Tinder right now. Now
I don't have a Tinder.
I'd swipe right on this gentleman.
Is
On
it
that one?
Scott's mom is messaging you.
Of course she is.
Shout out to Cindy.
Santa loves me.
All right.
Sorry for the delay. You
Don't
know what you're
worry.
talking about.
Don't worry, folks. We're gonna rock your socks off when these sick beats hit.
That's right. All 23 of you.
I know. What happened tonight?
No, I didn't. Ah.
Did that work?
Yeah.
It's like Mary J.
Yeah.
All right, we'll throw Scott a word
Ah.
based on the topic so far.
Shaving.
Look, I don't need to walk. I don't need to stagger. I just need coke and some motherfucking Viagra. I got hair on my ass, hair in class. I need to go to the bathroom. Give me a pass. Who's gonna rip the mic next? Got the beat in the back, and I love sex. I'm about to go on my phone, send a text, but it's right there. Oh man. Next.
What's up with Eater? He makes me want to fight. What happened with our views tonight? That's all I got.
Yeah.
But hey, the ceiling fan is distracting the viewers. Anyways, are we gonna keep doing this? Because I don't.
Man, that shit was really botching. And why the fuck is nobody watching?
Man, our viewers are gonna take us to court. Either one word, man, deport.
Yeah, that's what Donald Trump would say. He's gonna build a wall anyway.
Yep.
These guys are kneeling on the side of the field. I don't know. That's like a shield.
Yes.
They don't know how to stand up. Put the hand over the little heart. That didn't rhyme, but it's okay. I'm not good at rapping anyway.
Killing them. I think that was the best verse of the night.
Awesome.
Well, this is brought to you by Captain Lost.
This is sign.
Hold it lower, Jeff.
It's gonna be lower. It's gonna be lower. Bio.
Can we get a ring girl out here?
Yeah, baby.
Don't Stop Concrete. That's our sponsor.
Well done.
Alright, eat this shit.
Well done.
Yeah.
Say bye to these
What
fucks.
does that say? Blunt beats? Blunted beats.
Blunt beats. Well, hey, this has been episode 45.
45.
Ringo, just do what we're talking.
Don't Stop Concrete. Brought to you by.
Episode 45, the Noon and Brew Studio.
Yeah, it went great. It went fucking great, guys.
I feel like this is such a good setup.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe the bar really fucked it
Let's
up.
see what it sounds like. I think the bar got in our way.
Yeah.
If,
We'll do a new location next
yes,
time.
or we'll do a different camera angle. You need
Yeah.
to see more of us. I think that would keep it entertaining.
There'll be improvements on every episode will have something new.
Yes.
One day we'll get microphones.
We might even have different locations for
Yeah.
each episode we do.
Yes.
So.
Welcome to the Whatever Bro learning experience.
Alright, man, this has been episode 45. Enjoy your night.
Now, one of us has to walk
Yeah,
over
we-
there.
Who's gonna shut it off?
Yeah, show's over. Wow, how do you shut this thing off?
Welcome to the Bootleg Podcast.
This is funny, man.
What was in? Little battery. Leave all.
This is on still.
Hey, what do you think? This is professional. This is professional tonight, right?
that shit?
Hey,
Yo, you like that
the
shit?
gorilla. That was the biggest
Oh.
part of our
Please
show.
get
Hey,
that.
the gorilla.
That's why I actually fucked this girl last Saturday night. Because I took a
She
picture
had
of
hair all the way to her asshole.
her. To her forehead.
See now that would be an interesting perspective. The whole show like that.
Yeah, with the gorilla above our heads.
Hey, let's just see.
Can we just test out angles
If
while
just
we're still
just do
live?
this and see how views change.
Yeah.
Is the show still on?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
How'd you enjoy today's episode, Justin?
You know, I had a good time. We were a little
This is
rusty.
the after
We had a
show.
long layoff, but
It's been a while,
ultimately I get drunk and had a good time.
Curb, you look fucking delicious as usual.
Thanks, man. I'm trying.
Curbs,
Why don't you show the viewers the fireplace? We might have some fireside chat someday.
Ooh!
Nice if we have 2 chairs on the other
Absolutely.
side of it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a segment called Fireside Chats, something like that.
Yes.
Justin's
where
gonna
we
lay naked across
Yep.
the.
naked, or we're gonna dress in like warm sweaters and.
Can I bring my fuzzy robe?
Dude,
Yeah.
you know, we should give the viewers a tour of your place.
I mean, okay,
Let's just do it.
let's go. Wait, what is it, Cribs?
Yeah. Welcome
Hey,
to.
wait, no, you gotta get on the
Yeah.
He's gotta open the door.
And then I gotta leave that way too.
My decorating is so awful.
Here we are in apartment A.
It's me.
What's
It's me,
up?
Joe, from the Whatever Bro podcast. Welcome to my crib.
We're putting our own editing in now.
Hi, we're part of his posse.
Got the bougie kids.
Yo, you have to introduce yourself.
Yo,
It's
what
my-
up?
it's my
Welcome
friends.
to Jose's
It's my
house,
friends.
man.
They came in my crib.
Who the fuck's this guy?
That's
We
our
call
gym-
him Jeff.
That's our gym teacher, Jeff.
That's Hefe over here.
Yo, he teaches us calisthenics and shit.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
You guys get back to your Viagra and cocaine. Show me the house, Joe.
All right, now these I just want to explain real quick. These are all my friends that got married. Stupid, am I right? So I look at that every day. It's a reason for me to continue my life and what I'm doing. Hey, that's a good soccer picture. All right, now we got a few light bulbs here that aren't working. I want you to get that. But we'll get to that later.
Alright, cool.
Here we go. All right, there's nothing appealing.
Here's an old TV.
It looks like I moved in yesterday, but I didn't. I
You
moved
got
in.
good stuff on the walls here.
Yeah, I moved in 8 years ago. So, thanks. This is my place. You guys like it? Ah.
Alright, I'm ending this shit.